Hey, what's up guys? It's Jack. Welcome back. And in this video, this is going to be part 2 of what I would do if I owned Call of Duty, and I am going to be discussing the very basics, basically the engine, the movement system, the combat record, and maybe a couple little other tidbits. But this is basically going to be the foundation of what makes it. And then I'm going to get into more specific categories in the next few videos coming up. So bear with me on this episode, and then when we're talking about maps or weapons and things like that, it will be discussed.
Black Ops, weapons free.
Again, this is the very basics. This is the foundation, and I'll move forward. So, first and foremost, there will be dedicated servers. Now, I already know that there's hybrid servers. There's some dedicated servers. There's some not, but I'm going to increase the amount of dedicated servers for this game. Obviously, league play is going to be something that is going to stay. As a matter of fact, when you go into the multiplayer menu, it's going to have 2 categories before you go in them. One of them's going to say pubs, and the other one's going to say competitive. More specifics on that in the future. But another thing, this game will have the engine built from the ground up. This engine has been a heavily modified Quake engine. Basically, it's been modified so much it might as well be a COD engine. But again, there's still some Quake engine in its blood, and at the same time, it just gets modified every year. But what I would do is I would create a COD engine from the ground up, yet simultaneously keeping it feeling like Call of Duty. But it would be built from the ground up. If that helps, even like in the slightest, in making the game perform better, then I will do it. And the fans have been wanting it for a long time, so hey, there you have it. I would do this would be a boots on the ground Call of Duty. 15% larger than Black Ops 2, and the reason for that is because infinite sprint is going to stay, so therefore so you don't want to get from one side of the map to the other in like 5 or 6 seconds. You want it to be more like 8 seconds. So actually 8 to 11 seconds is even too fast. So you don't want to, let's put it this way, you don't want to get from one side to the other side of the map way too fast, because with Advanced Warfare Plus and the exosuits as well. So we're eliminating that by doing 2 things: by making the maps the perfect size, using maps as well, because that's what the community wants, and it keeps everything balanced, including spawns. And we're also going to eliminate flinch. I don't think somebody should be rewarded easy headshots when they're being shot at first. And what else? Yes, it will be a boots on the ground Call of Duty, and I'm also going to have gameplay. I'm also adding a faster mantle that will allow you to aim down while you're mantling your objects, because it just slows the gameplay down too much when you have to mantle over something, when you have to get from one spot to the next, especially when it's a spot or something like that. So I'm going to add in the mechanic to be able to aim down sights while simultaneously. Not sprinting, it's going to be a little bit slower, but you are going to be able to aim down sights by doing so. One more thing I will add, I'm going to talk about this one, is that if you're running towards a wall, you're going to have the ability to bounce off that wall, jumping off of it, if that makes any sense. You basically see skateboarders do it all the time. You've seen some martial artists. But I don't know the specifics on how to describe what it's called, but it could be on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't think of it right now. But you guys, I'm sure you guys know and understand what I mean. So now the question is, why are the maps 10 to 15% larger than Black Ops 2? Well, there's going to be which is not in Black Ops 2. There's also going to be the sliding, which is not in Black Ops 2 again. So gameplay is going to be fast. Now, but the way the maps are going to be built is very similar to how they were in Black Ops 2 or in Black Ops 1. Like I said, 3-lane maps, as well as places to where if you're a more defensive player, you're going to be able to get in there, but at the same time, it's not going to be so the way the maps are going to be built is very similar to Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3 maps. And spawns are basically in that sense. Spawns aren't going to be inside the map. That's basically the way it's going to be. There just has to be some predictability, so that way people, will not complain about chaos. And chaos is one of the things that really so by eliminating substance and eliminating chaos and balance, we are basically the COD formula. Let's see, another It's not my thing, but at the same time, I realize there's immense amount of snipers in the Call of Duty community, and quick scoping is definitely going to be something that's going to make the game. As a matter of fact, it's even going to be easier than in this game to do, but not as easy as it's not going to be It'll be a little bit easier for people to get into, but it's not going to be cheap like it was in Black Ops 2. You know, there's not going to be a one gun that beats every single other gun at any distance. So, and also, just a little minor note, this is something specific, but high caliber will be removed. Let's see here. I said flint will be removed, so that's perfect. One more thing that I want to get into, and this is kind of towards the last thing I want to talk about in this video, and that's the combat record. Now, it's really hard to tell, even with today's combat record, which is it's really hard to tell who the good players are and who the good players are not. Sometimes somebody will have really good stats, but they won't really be that good, or they'll just be like, you know, one of those guys who wants like camps but doesn't kill for the win. Have really good high and they don't care about. So the combat record is going to have everything, including the option to not have a combat, like to make your stats completely. Because there's people out there that play for stats, which is, on one hand, I think it's ridiculous. On the other hand, I kind of understand. Because people want to see whether they're getting better or not, and they want to see if they can improve themselves. This game, I guess you could say it's part of the college. But that being said, I would have things like, for instance, average time spent sprinting, average during a match, accuracy after the match is done, so you can see whether your accuracy is getting better or worse. Obviously, accuracy with specific guns, and it's going to be like a whole profile. If you want to get into very specifics, it will be there. Amount of shots fired, amount of shots hit, things like that. Let's see what else. Jump shots, things like that. You look back the accolades for instance, if you want a match, you'd have, like for instance, 3 accolades would pop up, which would be most amount of deaths, most amount of kills for most deaths, most amount of sprinting, or most UAVs shot down, things like that, score streaks shot down, those kind of accolades. They even had leaderboards. So I'm going to bring that back. There's going to be a few more. You're going to have to play to even be entered into the leaderboards. So that way we know there's going to be more things put into it other than score per minute. Score per minute will play a role. As it is, everything will play a role, basically. In other words, you're just going to have to be contributing to your wins and your losses, because ultimately what makes you a good player is the wins or losses. Also, there's going to be stats. You're going to be able to tell in stats whether or not you're playing solo. So you can actually look at solo stats, and you can look at your stats when you play as a team. So that way you can tell from just your personal skill how you compare to other players when it's just by yourself, or when it's just by teams or whatever. So that way you can see how well you do by yourself in comparison to how well you do as a team. So you can teams, people out there that play solo, and the thing is, it's really good to have those kind of stats going. Now, again, guys, like I said in this video, this is the very basics of what I want to talk about. Time, really 10 minutes went by really, really quick. In the future videos that I'm going to be putting out are going to be discussing specific things like game modes, things like the amount of maps, you know, the guns, things like that. So stay tuned for that. Score streaks as well. You guys know how it goes. So stay tuned for that. So in this video, though, I just had to discuss the basic foundation because it is ultimately something that makes Call of Duty what it is. So anyway, that's it for this one, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. I hope you liked the video, and if you don't, let me know what I can do to make my future videos better. I'll catch you later.